So guys, we've got an event coming up in a very short period of time called Getting Your Business Back to the Black. And I know you three are presenting in that presentation. Maybe just give us a bit of insight on what sort of information you're going to be sharing. You've got 20 seconds each, starting with you, Ray. Go.
Oh, interesting one. I think a lot of people have gone sort of anti, I've got to market and I've got to do things to grow my business at the moment, when now is the right time to be doing all that sort of stuff. I've got several clients who have kept their eyes on the ball and are doing very well coming out of COVID again and going back into it. They're very well positioned to be able to do it.
Fantastic. So Steve, what are you going to be covering on the day?
So one of the important bits of estimating is making sure that you are quoting accurately, and accurately can be either, being wrong can be too high or too low. If you're too high, you miss all the jobs. If you're too low, you get them all. So I'm just going to walk through a couple of key points to make sure you review now, especially now with everything that's going on in the world, because if your team has changed in size, then your numbers can jump significantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Rod, what are you going to be talking about?
How to use money as a tool. We've seen through this whole COVID thing, a lot of the lenders have shown their hand that they really don't want to help people.
Yeah.
They're there to just make profits. Working out how to use lending scenarios to just be as important as a nail gun or a power drill. You need money, and you need to know how to use it and how to plan. Don't just borrow, but have a plan for the future, how you can pay it back.
Brilliant. So it sounds like we're going to get a lot of info on how to sort of come out of COVID with all sort of guns blazing, eh?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to an exciting session, guys. Thanks so much for sharing, and we'll see you on the day. So first of all, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about the people behind the business, and we're going to find out a bit more about what drives these guys. So I just want to start with, I suppose, Ray, who's one of our coaches here. Welcome to the call, Ray.
Thanks, David. Yeah, good to speak to you.
Thank you. Look, I suppose two questions. The first one is, you're a business coach. Why did you choose to go into business coaching?
It's really an extension of what I was doing in my own businesses. I've had 18 apprentices and seen them progress through to different stages in their careers and buy businesses and do other sort of stuff. And basically, I've worked for myself since I was 22. I'm now 59, so I've had like 37 years of working for myself. So I've got a bit of an idea of what the issues and what the challenges are. There's not too many things I haven't struck yet. So
awesome. So tell me, on the personal side, what's your passion?
I'm a bit of a collector. So, trivial things like I collect stickers, and I've got probably 4,000 different stickers in wedding albums. Yep. And people think to yourself, like, what a thing to collect at your age. But I started collecting it back when I was in my early 20s, and I've got just about everything. And the good part about having hotels is lots of stickers for the bottle shop. So I've got all big CUB stickers. I've got Foster's stickers. I've got all different ones. I've got Pepsi stickers that'll do the whole front of a milk bar and all that sort of stuff. So my passion is collecting stuff and making furniture. So I like getting my hands dirty and getting down there and doing stuff.
Right. Didn't know that about you. So that's an interesting one, mate. What sort of furniture do you make?
Tables, bunk beds, bookshelves, a bit of everything I've made.
Awesome.
Ladder. I had the option of going to buy a ladder or making one myself, and in the end I put away the electric saw and I made it by hand with just a hand saw and chiseled everything out rather than using a router, and the sense of achievement was great doing it that way.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow, so pretty handy man. So in our next segment, the quickfire question segment, we're going to find out a lot about you, Ray, because you don't even know what the questions are. And I know why Steve wanted to go second or third. So question number one, what 3 words describe you?
Passionate, believing, and optimist.
Excellent. And if you weren't in the coaching industry, what industry would you be in?
The retirement industry.
Beautiful. Who's your favourite superhero?
Batfink.
Why?
very, very good cartoon series. I used to really enjoy it.
Yeah. So if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I shouldn't say this, but X-ray vision would be handy.
Not even going to respond to that one. What's your secret to success, Ray?
Thinking positively and thinking win-win.
Excellent. And favourite movie ever?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. Amazing. Awesome. We've got a lot to interpret out of that, I think. I might have to go home and think about it. I'm going to switch to one of our other guys. So who am I going to pick on next? It's got to be Rod, surely. Hey, Rod, how are you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks, buddy.
That's good. Tell us a bit about yourself. So you're obviously in the tradie finance industry. Why did you choose that industry?
It sort of chose me a little bit when I started 18 years ago. But I've stayed in it because I can make a difference to people.
When you say it chose you, what do you mean?
Well, I'd been working at Telstra for 10 years. I got out, taught myself MYOB and started a bookkeeping business.
Yep.
And then someone approached me to get involved with a company back in 2001.
Yep.
And I liked what I did. So I thought, oh yeah, here's a good way to make money. It was all about, just being able to make some money then. But as it's evolved, really seen the opportunity to make a difference to people, because it's, quite often one of the biggest financial decisions people will make revolves around their mortgage. So if you can teach them how to do it properly and put them in a better spot, it's a real win-win.
Awesome. So tell me about your passion. What do you do for fun?
Well, my passion is probably my family first, and then after that, it's local sport. I've been involved in footy, cricket, baseball since I was a kid, and I love team sports. And I've been president and secretary, treasurer of baseball and cricket, and president of the footy club. And it's awesome. Something that you can't. I need a hip replacement because of footy, but I'd play tomorrow if I could.
Okay, so you stopped playing?
Yeah, at 38 I stopped. So, and that was only just because I had to. My body didn't want to let me play anymore. But as I said, the joy that you get out of it, and it's not just about the playing, it's the stress relief. Yeah. It's the mateship, camaraderie. Anyone that's played footy gets it. Anyone that hasn't sort of doesn't. Yeah. It's one of those things that, very, very, very good fun.
Awesome.
I'm just going to interrupt there, and it's interesting, Rod. If you haven't been a football player, and I played in the Victorian schoolboys, it's something you can't explain to someone, the feeling you get of running out there on the ground and playing, and with a team. It really happens in football. Yeah,
and I've never played in the grand final in football. Never got past a preliminary final, and I reckon I think I won about 8 baseball grand finals and probably 5 or 6 cricket. I'd give them all up for one footy.
Yeah, amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Funny because when we work with people who play team sports and it comes to building businesses, it's a sort of thing that if they understand how team dynamics work, it makes life a lot easier because they get it. They know they don't do it on their own and they're part of a team.
Yeah, and when I was president, I used to have those sort of discussions with the council because they saw local footy as just a place for guys to go and have a drink. But when we'd walk around and see all the graffiti on all the walls around the club rooms and that, I'd say I guarantee you those kids aren't part of a team. They're not part of a club because they wouldn't do it. Yeah. And the learnings that you get from being part of a team environment in sport, they stand in good stead in so many things.
Yeah, fantastic.
So, yeah.
All right. It's time to put you under the spotlight, Rod.
Okay.
Quick fire questions. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Optimistic, loyal, happy.
If you weren't in the finance industry, what would you be doing?
I'd be in tech of some sort. Something to do with automation or computers.
Fantastic. Favorite superhero?
Oh, Thor.
Thor. Why?
I just loved Marvel comics as a kid.
Yeah.
And
So if you could have a superpower, which one?
Oh.
Can't take X-ray vision, right?
No, not.
Good.
Yeah, no. That just gave me different thoughts. The X-ray vision. There's things you don't want to see. Being able to think quicker.
Love it. Love that one. Very good. Secrets to success.
Being prepared to have a crack, doing things outside the comfort zone, and sort of assuming things are going to work rather than not work. So therefore being prepared to take some risks.
Awesome. Favorite movie ever?
Favorite movie? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Aha. I knew that would come up today. I wasn't sure who was going to say it, but it had to come up. Yeah, awesome movie.
Just reminds me of a time when, we were teenagers and it was just, life was different when you could go around with $5 in your pocket and no debts and no responsibility. Yeah. And just, your parents told you that school days were the best days.
Yeah.
Time, you didn't believe them, but I'm telling my kids that now. Yeah. And, just the ability to have just everything available to you. Just, you've got no restrictions. You're not making decisions because of other things. You're just
restrictions. They go, what? You could go out?
Well, yeah, that's we're taking it to another level now, aren't we? It's a bit like the GFC. I when this all started, I said it's a bit like the GFC. Well, the GFC was kindergarten. This is a different ball game.
Awesome. All right. Well, Steve, I know you've been waiting and stressing in the background there, so welcome to the call. Tell me, why did you choose to go? First of all, you have to explain your industry, because I know you're in takeoffs, but some people think that's jetpacks.
Right. So I guess I'm a tradesman originally, so I did my apprenticeship 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And worked my way up through different companies. Then I was estimating for some fit out companies.
Yeah.
And which sort of led me to this industry. There was just so many different trade businesses that were doing it tough. They were working all day, going home at night to do all their estimating, and they just didn't have time. So I actually thought there's a real opportunity here to help lots of different tradies.
Yep.
That's how I got involved.
Awesome. So tell me, what's your passion?
Used to be I would have said snowboarding up until the last couple of years, but my wife's got me into scuba diving, which is amazing. So I think trying something new, doing something new, and because it's fairly exciting and see lots of different things. So that's been amazing the last little while.
So scuba diving with tanks and everything. Yeah. Wow. You go out in winter?
So, I went a few weeks ago. It was a little bit chilly, but it's much better overseas, somewhere where the water's nice and warm. In Vanuatu and Philippines, and can see.
I remember when we used to be able to travel, right?
Yes, that's right. Can't even travel outside the city now.
You can scuba dive in the bathtub.
Yeah,
it's about as far as you go. Oh, awesome. All right, quick fire questions. Your turn. So tell me 3 words that describe you.
Probably loyal, positive, and dedicated, I think.
Loyal, positive, and dedicated. Excellent. If you weren't in trades, what would you be doing?
Ooh, I don't know. All I wanted to do was get out of school to go into a trade, and so I've never really thought of anything else.
Professional snowboarder, professional scuba diver.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Favorite superhero?
I don't know whether you class him as a superhero, but Astro Boy was always my favourite.
Astro Boy? Yeah. What was it about Astro Boy?
I don't know. I guess he was just a kid that was doing all the amazing things. So
yeah,
it was the time when I was watching it. Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, I remember Astro Boy, Marine Boy in the good old days. Awesome. And secrets to success?
Wow, I think probably having a crack was the first one. And you're either all in or all out. There's no dipping the toe, I don't think. The guys that dip the toe are the tradies that start but continue just subbing for somebody. They never really get involved and take it all on.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. And
That's
favourite
probably
movie
the main
ever?
one. Probably Shawshank Redemption. I think I would have watched that 100 times over the journey, and they were probably when it was a video still too. So I would have worn the video out.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. All right. Well, thanks very much for sharing the inside secrets of Steve Dawson. Interesting to hear about Rod and football. I didn't know about the football, Rod. That's new to me. I didn't even know Ray played football until you mentioned it. So there you go. You're not playing anymore, are you, Ray?
No.
I've seen some of those old guys trying to play. It just looks dangerous.
Oh, the ones who actually have never played and then decide that at 40 it's a good time to start playing footy, the amount of them that break their legs and do crazy injuries, just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All righty.